34. I could see peace instead of this. Now, I don't know if this lesson would be so potent every day, but today, I don't think I've been going around, done it for a few years. I don't think it's ever hit me like this because we're a couple days from an eclipse, and the energies are just, it's not only just the eclipse, but there's a lot of astrological shit hitting the fan, and it's such a perfect lesson because I'm noticing how my mind is so conditioned and quick. There's like a lubricated pathway to just the habitual thoughts of separation, investing my faith in the play, personalities, separation, all the stuff that I'm looking to free myself from. So I hope it's as good for you as it is for me, because, well, I guess some lessons hit us differently depending, but I can see peace instead of this. Can you imagine choosing peace in every moment, in every situation? I can imagine it. I'm not there yet because I still get a lot of body sensations that make it really hard to find peace, but the first step, I think, is wanting it, and not just wanting it like, oh, I want a piece of chocolate, but like consistently building an appetite for it that eclipses everything else, and I'm working on that. So here, I'm going to read it to you. The idea for today begins to describe the conditions that prevail in the other way of seeing. Peace of mind is clearly an internal matter. It must begin with your own thoughts and then extend outward. It's from your peace of mind. He's already been sleeping for 3 hours. It is from your peace of mind that a peaceful perception of the world arises. Wow. Can you imagine? Just stop now and just consider the power that is inside of you, just waiting to be recognized, projected outward. Potent, really potent. Okay, 3 longer practice periods are required for today's exercises. 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening are advised, with an additional one to be undertaken at any time between that seems most conducive to readiness. All applications should be done with your eyes closed. It is your inner world to which the applications of today's idea should be made. Some 5 minutes of mind searching are required for each of the longer practice periods. Search your mind for fear thoughts, anxiety-provoking situations, offending personalities or events, or anything else about which you are harboring unloving thoughts. That's how you know. That's how you, if there's any question, then you have to ask yourself if you feel your heart expand while you're thinking that thought. Probably the answer is no, which is why I'm laughing. Although it's possible. Note them all casually, repeating the idea for today slowly as you watch them arise in your mind, and let each one go to be replaced by the next. If you begin to experience difficulty in thinking of specific subjects, continue to repeat the idea to yourself in an unhurried manner without applying it to anything in particular. Be sure, however, not to make any specific exclusions. The shorter applications are to be frequent and made whenever you feel your peace of mind is threatened in any way, which has been way too much to admit to you right now. Not just today. I will admit that I have been very invested in the ego thought system. But today's a new day. Today's a new day. That's really what I want to leave you with. It's for so long I feel like I just lived each day like as though it was the same as the day before. But God, the times are changing. I mean, like, the energy is starting to quicken so much. I feel like every day I'm upgraded and expanded, and no, that's not true. Sometimes I feel like shit. But overall, oh, here's a good part. When you feel your peace of mind is being threatened, the purpose is to protect yourself from temptation throughout the day. I highlighted the word temptation because I never, this is one of the things I'm passionate about teaching the course, is because you might hear the word temptation and have a biblical aversion or something, like, oh, lead us not into temptation, like the Lord's Prayer. I used to sing that in church. I mean, not like, well, anyway. And I realized when I read it in this book that that's all temptation is. Like, when you hear the Bible or like churchy people talk about temptation in a way that makes it sound like an unwieldy beast, basically all it is just when you're invested in the ego thought system. And it's so tempting to identify with my false self. Let's keep it personal. It's tempting, but the more I practice, the more I realize it's not real. But sometimes, God, it feels so real. But it'll feel less and less real. If a specific form of temptation arises in your awareness, the exercise should take this form. I could see peace in this situation instead of what I see in it now. Instead of what I now see in it. If the inroads of your peace of mind take the form of more generalized adverse emotions such as depression, anxiety, or worry, use the idea in its original form. If you need more than one application of today's idea to help you change your mind in any specific context, try to take several minutes and devote them to repeating the idea with some sense of relief. It can help you if you tell yourself specifically, I can replace my feelings of depression, anxiety, or worry, or my thoughts about the situation, personality, or event with peace. So why don't I do that more often? Just get so invested in the habits of perpetual motion. I wasn't sure whether to say movement or motion. But, what was there to say about that? I don't know. I just lost my train of thought, so it must be time to end this. But you could see peace instead of this. Blessings to you.